here I am. So, I'm at the L&B Garden. It's out in Brooklyn, New York City. And it makes what I refer to as the Brooklyn style pizza, which is a square Sicilian style pizza with massive amounts of sauce. What they do is they let the dough rise. Let the dough rise. You put slices of mozzarella cheese on top of the dough once it starts to rise. And you put the cheese slice. The way they do it is they do sliced cheese. And the way they do it is they then they put the sauce on top. No, then they put the sauce, and then they put the fresh Parmesan on top. And I've looked at what they're using Trump's pizza flour. It's an amazing recipe. I spent years trying to make something that was even close to as good, and 10 years later, I'm like, I'll never make it as good. I'm on my way to the Weekender. I'm going to spend the night, and then in the morning, take care of, what I need to do for my clients. So I stopped in here. And of course, I ordered the square Brooklyn style pizza. And then now they're letting you get the sliced pizza. You used to only be able to get it if you had to get the pie. They wouldn't sell single slices, but now they're selling single slices of pizza. It's been like 2 years now, but I always came here for this slice here. But what I was gonna say was that, of course, I order 1 and 1, and the guy gives me 3 slices. He gives me 2 of the Brooklyn style. This is what they're famous for, this square rectangular piece here. See that? And it's an amazing pizza. And I put some pepper flakes on top, but it's so good. It doesn't really need anything. This is so good. I come here about 5 times a year. I even bring the kids here. It's a great place to come if you are into authentic Neapolitan style pizza. It's pretty amazing. See the bottom? So stiff, but yet heavy because of but then you can see the leveling of it. They let it rise before they put the cheese on. And then the sauce, look, sauce won't even drip off, but it's thick sauce. I'm not gonna get the spumoni, which is like an Italian ice. They use dairy though, and it's pretty dang good, but I don't want that. I mean, I kind of do, and I just don't. I'm not going to. So this is the end of it. I had 2 of them. I had one before I started this. Then I started to eat the triangle pizza. I said, I need to go in the car and do a video. Because the one I wanted to do yesterday, I didn't get a chance to do. This I already started. See? Bam. So I got 1 of these and 2 of the other ones, which I only paid for 1 of the other ones, but not that the guy even knows me. I remember him, but he sees hundreds of people where he says, hey, I threw in an extra one for you. They were kind of small. That's the story of a fat man's life. Everyone wants to feed you when you're fat. I mean, it's true. This one, you could taste the Trumps. Well, if you don't know, Trumps is a baking flour. And Trumps is what the good pizzerias use in New York City to make their pizza dough. And you know, it's a good flour. It really does well. It takes a lot to burn it. Holds up good to an oven, even a dirty oven, which most New York people have, are dirty ovens. It's just ridiculous to see how dirty these ovens are. I know I've had a hard time in the beginning with cleaning the oven properly. There's a way you do it. You use salt. It's a process. Maybe one day I'll do a video. Actually, I have a video on how to clean a pizza oven somewhere in the archives. Anyway, so the pizza here is the square pizza. You know. The other pizza, you don't have to come all the way out here for this. It's the square pizza. So much time. And I've watched them use the same sauce for both. So it's not the sauce. It's just the way the rising of that. It's just time, man. It's like this place spent the right amount of time to get that square pizza right. I mean, Jesus, so good. See, I don't even want to eat this. The bread right now, it's coming across like a flatbread, a focaccia bread or something, which is very good. There's no dill seeds or anything like that in there, but a little, it's good. Anyway, yesterday, the video that I wanted to make, I didn't make because I got into a big time sleep spell. I fell asleep in the car for like 2-3 hours. Right where I live. I actually parked by a hydrant waiting for a spot to open, and I wound up buying a pint of ice cream from Haagen-Dazs. It's like this new Haagen-Dazs ice cream they have, new to me, and it's I think it said bourbon or rum, and see, it wasn't memorable. You see, it was followed by massive guilt. So all that guilt from eating that freaking whole entire pint 3-4 hours after my window closed. So the first meal I was supposed to eat today was supposed to be like 7 o'clock. And that didn't happen. What would happen? I had the kids today, and I was cleaning out the trunk of the car, and there was a bag from Halloween. So I found one of their Halloween bags. And let's just say I ate the whole bag before my window kind of opened. I was on my, let's say 13th hour, 14th hour, 13th hour. Yeah, I was on my 13th hour. Oh, not really. Oh, because of me eating that ice cream, that jammed everything up. So then I guess I only did, I did 13 hours. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. But after I ate the ice cream, I no longer was looking for any parking. I no longer was alert, and the next spot that opens, I'm jumping on it, you know? Which I normally just double park. And, you know, if you wait 20, 30, 40 minutes tops, boom, you'll get one. If you're alert and you're on point. Only problem is, in New York City, somebody will come down, secretly start the car, then leave, come back, and then another car will show up, that's their friend, and then they'll, you know, switch spots. So I can't be mad at them. I've done that myself. Anyway, I was pretty disappointed in myself. Got all in my head. I did. I'm only a person. Come on. I tried my best to fight those urges and not and be strong. But and let me tell you, I was pretty strong for a while. You know, I wanted to get fried chicken, of course, which I didn't get. What else did I fight the urge for yesterday? Well, I was doing so well, but it was just, you know, finding parking. Didn't work out. I stopped. You know, my daughter has a cold. I hope I didn't catch something. Did the quick block. When you have a beard like this, I mean, it's so hard to clean your beard. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get a little wetness on there. Feel better. I don't feel sick or anything, but my daughter, she was pretty sick last couple of days, but she got better. She was only sick for like a day. We were considering going over to DC, driving out to DC. I'm still considering that. You know, there's this whole thing going on with the Civil Rights Act of 1866, and there's this guy Byron Allen. He's like a TV personality turned owner, studio owner. He's like owns like tons of TV stations. He owns the Weather Channel. I mean, guy's pretty amazing. His story is truly a unicorn. So I wanted my children to experience the Supreme Court. So I was looking online. I'm trying to figure out everything. Hopefully I can just, you know, I will be taking them out of school to do this. And you know, I'm not conflicted by that in any way. I've never taken them out of school for something. So this will be something I think pretty important. See if we can drive over there, get up early in the morning, and you know, see what's going on with the future of this country and how you can defend yourself, and how what, you know, see what this country is going to do about the Civil Rights Act of 1866. So I am really, I'm thinking I'm really going to go. So, you know, bring the kids, bring LJ, and just go out there and see, how the Supreme Court thing works, and I know it's open to the public, so it shouldn't be a problem. Get there early, get there 8 a.m. Leave my kids with their school clothes on. That'll be cool. They'll just be there with their Catholic school uniforms, and mommy and daddy will be there without afros. And I was thinking about that intermittent fasting and how guilty I felt last night eating that ice cream, and how shortly after I ate that ice cream, I fell into a huge sleep spell, that I call them, where I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was so exhausted. I had the car running. I fell asleep at the hydrant. But it was like I knew, I felt that desire. I didn't shake it off. I didn't jump out the car and say, let me just power walk around the block, get my energy up, and nope. I pulled into a hydrant spot and I tilted my seat back and I went to sleep for about 2 hours. And as soon as I woke up, boom, there was a spot. It was like 2 spots actually. So I pulled into the spot, went upstairs, washed my teeth, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and got into bed. I didn't have an episode yesterday. I don't know, man. I wanted to while I was eating the ice cream. That's what I had told myself. Yo, dude, while you eat this ice cream, you let the world know that you're just a person. You're just human. But I didn't have the heart to do it. I just felt that as soon as I pressed the record button, that was it. I wasn't going to eat any more ice cream. I was going to be strong enough to not do it. But I'm just a person. I'm just a human. And I've been doing this thing for going on 4 months. And you would think it would get easier, but it doesn't. Life is very challenging. It's very challenging, this life we have. And I don't want to act as if I'm not up for the challenge. Come on, let's ride a little bit. Why not? There's a guy right outside my door, about 400 pounds, smoking a stove with his boy. And I want to kind of tell him, intermittent fasting, give it a try. No, I don't want to do that. That would be rude. Should I put the camera here like the other day? I'm actually secretly going to act like I'm doing something here, but I'm going to turn that camera. Yeah, he can't see me. So this guy here, he's about 400 pounds. There's a way out of this, man. And along that journey of getting out of this, it's not going to be just like a piece of cake. Helps if I turn the car on, right? Of the other day when I said reality is perception. Me and this guy hit the scale with probably the same damn weight. I mean, I do know that it helps that I worked out for so many years. It does help that I did that. I worked out from 14 to 29. Hardcore, Maybe I'll put a picture, boom, right here. Ping. And that's where you'll see some old picture of me where it was very important how I looked in my mind. It was very, very important that I looked a certain way, and it wasn't necessarily for health. I was worried about aesthetics. I wanted to be able to, take off my clothes and be, something to look at. That was important to me for a long time. Then when it stopped being important to me, it kind of backfired a little bit. It'd be nice if I was able to be passionate about working out. Okay, I believe this is my road here. What the heck? Let me put the navigation on. Kind of know where I am, but it's like I don't want to be riding around if I don't have to. Oh no, okay. I didn't go over my road. Let me see. New route. It says that I'll be there in the
After 700 feet, bear right.
Start navigation. Okay. Oh, right. I know where I am now. Thank you. I love Brooklyn, man. Gas is $2.53. The only place you can get it cheaper than that is New Jersey. It's $2.49, but it won't be Sunoco. It'll be, a name you never heard of.
Here's turn left in 0.4 miles.
So I'm on my way to the Weekender. I enjoy being there, I have to be honest with you. I want to put myself in a position where I'm getting some writing done and, living my best life and truly finding what I love and what I, need. There's a woman stalled out on the road there. So yesterday was rough. Today, a lot better. Stopping, got the pizza. Ate all that dang candy earlier. Just cleaning out the trunk of this car. And just could not say no to the food.
400 feet, turn left.
I hate the food has this kind of power over me. And there was a time it didn't. I remember, after a certain time I didn't eat. From 8 to 6 and from 8 p.m.
after 1,000 feet
to 6, 7 in the morning, I wouldn't eat anything. And then I might have, right before. But this is what I would do, though. I would get something to eat and then go to bed because I was working the night shift for all those years.
400 feet, keep left. Then enter the highway.
Okay, I could stop this now.
In 200 feet, enter the highway. Drive for 3.4 miles.
I got a call coming in. That's my dad giving me a call. I'll get with him later. But did you hear the way I was able to accelerate? This particular vehicle comes with a 3.5 liter engine. So gives me the power when I need it, which is pretty cool. So this is the Hyundai. Has a 3.5 liter engine and it allows me to get that power when I need it and get up and go. So I'm appreciative of that, thankful of that, and I'm thankful of you. I'm thankful that you took this time to, hear me talk about those guilt feelings and that sleep spell that I went through yesterday. And also, I took you with me along my journey to one of the best pizzas you can ever get in New York City. I showed you where it was, showed you how it looked. Too bad you couldn't taste it, but hopefully you'll take advantage of this video, and when you are in Brooklyn, you will go there. And you know, I always say how good food is how far am I willing to travel for it. I am willing to travel to eat that pizza 20 miles. Anything above 20 miles is too much. I will go somewhere else. That is definitely a 20 miler. Maybe 22 miles. I'll go 22 miles for that pizza. It's that good. So maybe I might be onto something with how good something is, you know, with the mileage. And then it depends where you're from. Because if you're in South Dakota, your concept of driving is different. It's more like, how many hours would it take for me to get there? So how many hours am I willing to drive for this pizza? Forget about how the distance is, because, you know, when someone thinks 20 miles, they're going to think in a straight line. Brooklyn is like this, 20 miles. You know, or one big turn, like I'm doing right now. Take a look at this turn I'm doing right now. See? That's Brooklyn. I don't know if you saw that. I hope you did. Are you still with me? Yeah.
1 mile, exit the highway.
I'm gonna take too many risks here. 1 mile, exit the highway. I don't think I'll be doing that. Oh, it wants me to take one of these toll bridges over to the Weekender, but I'm not taking the toll bridge. It's unnecessary. So I'm actually going to turn this off. It's not what I need. Delete route. Yes. Perfect. So let me go by timing. How far would I travel for this pizza? I would say I would be willing to travel 1 hour for that pizza. Yeah. Yeah. An hour. An hour and 10 minutes. Anything above that, I'll stop somewhere else. Thank you for being here with me. I know I'm just a person. I shouldn't be so hard on myself, but I was a little hard on myself. I tried to get the thoughts out of my head, and they were out of my head, and I wasn't really beating myself up like that, but I still felt there was guilt. The ice cream there was guilt about the ice cream, you know? I wish I was stronger. I really do. I really do.